Overrated, overpraised, playoff choker, can't get it done when it matters. Those are phrases Justin Herbert haters love to throw around. And after another rough wildcard loss to the New England Patriots, it's getting harder to argue back. I'm a die-hard Chargers fan, so anytime I make a video on Herbert and the Chargers, it hits close to home. But you guys know I am not a biased fan. I call things how I see them, good or bad. And after Herbert put up 159 yards, 0 touchdowns, and no points in a playoff game, I had to go to the film. So obviously there's the easy excuse that everyone gives to Justin Herbert, the offensive line, and it's valid. The Chargers offensive line was awful this year, literally the worst in the league. And in this game, Herbert got sacked 6 times. He was under pressure all night. That is 100% true. All that is true. But blaming everything on the O-line is lazy in my opinion. It just makes things way too easy on Herbert. When your defense holds a playoff opponent to 16 points and forces 2 turnovers, your quarterback doesn't need to be Superman. He just needs to be solid. And Herbert wasn't. So now let's hop into the film. And it's the first quarter. Once I saw this play watching live, I knew the Chargers were doomed. I knew we weren't going to win. I knew Herbert was not going to be able to get it done. The Chargers just forced a turnover, and they have the ball inside the 5-yard line. It's 4th down, do or die. The Chargers are going for it. Herbert rolls out beautifully to escape pressure. Keenan Allen is wide open heading towards the pylon, and Herbert smokes the throw, sails it way over Keenan's head. That's a touchdown 10 out of 10 times for elite playoff quarterbacks. If Herbert hits that, this game feels completely different. Next play, Herbert rushes things. He feels pressure that isn't even there yet, speeds through his progressions, gets rid of the ball way too soon, and throws a hopeless dump off. Meanwhile, Ladd McConkey is wide open for a chunk gain, and if Herbert just holds onto the ball one more second, it's an easy completion. Constant pressure changes a QB's psyche. 100% I get that, and Herbert probably did not trust his O-line at all. That had something to do with it for sure. But in the playoffs, you can't let the defense speed you up like that. It makes things way too easy on the defense. Next, another botched throw by Herbert. The pocket collapses, and Herbert steps up beautifully. McConkey is wide open. He has a few steps on the defender. If Herbert hits him in stride, this is 100% a touchdown. Instead, severe underthrow. The DB recovers, and it's an incomplete pass. We've seen Herbert make that throw 100 times in the regular season. Why is he missing it now? We got another mistake by Herbert here. It's an off-script play, and Herbert escapes again. Great job. Johnston breaks off his route, runs downfield, and has the defender beat. All Herbert has to do here is loft the ball over the DB and hit Johnston in stride. But you guessed it, another underthrow, another missed opportunity by Herbert. Next, we have a similar play. Herbert scrambles, Vidal cuts upfield and has a step on the defender. Herbert does get hit as he throws. I'll give him that. So this play was a little harder than the previous, but he still gets the throw off, and he overthrows Vidal. These are the type of throws you have to hit to win playoff games. That's 5 plays, 5 potential game-changing throws that Herbert should easily be able to make. Even if he just hits 2 of those throws, we might be having a completely different conversation. All regular season, Herbert went Superman mode. Even with the terrible offensive line, He had crazy off-platform throws, deep balls on a rope. He carried the team. Then the playoffs hit, and it's like he becomes a completely different quarterback. The defense did their job in this game. The Patriots only scored 16 points. That's winnable. Herbert didn't need to be heroic here. He just needed to be efficient. Instead, no touchdowns, no points, no answers. Yes, the roster wasn't perfect. Yes, the O-line was terrible. But franchise quarterbacks elevate in January. They don't shrink. As a Chargers fan, this one hurts. Because I want to believe Herbert is the guy who takes us to a Super Bowl. But after this performance, and after the last couple of years, it's fair to ask the question, is Justin Herbert just a regular season superstar? Is he ever going to deliver when it actually matters? Let me know what you guys think. Is Herbert doomed forever? Or is this just another chapter before the breakthrough?